the teachers union.
Here's a scoop.
Here's a scoop. The Democrat Party. Wait. This is all.
Are you giving me a rhetorical answer?
No, I'm explaining. I'm explaining
the teachers union tells teachers don't teach what's in the textbook.
No.
Oh.
The Democrat Party runs the teachers union. The teachers union pays dues. Those dues go to helping the Democrat Party. Basically, the Democrat Party has a money laundering scheme. They're using the taxpayer dollars paid to the teachers. They're skimming off the top with the union dues and then using those as campaign donations to get reelected. All right, now teachers have there's no incentive to actually teach kids to read because kids who don't read can't read the application to get a job. And if they can't get a job, they're going to live on the dole. And if they're going to live on the dole, they're going to vote Democrat. That's how it works.
You really need to get the facts straight. The vast majority of the teachers in the Rochester City School District are staunch Republicans, suburbanite Republicans. They're not Democrats. You're talking about the leadership of the union, but not the mass body of the teachers in the Rochester City School District are from Webster and Ogden and Pittsburgh and Penfield and everywhere else except Rochester, and they are Republicans.
Okay, and
I want to. Your head, that's a fact.
Hold on, and I do want to say
more information.
Right. Okay. I want to say. I know I'm trying to stay out of it, but actually, I just wanted to say a couple. Actually, I want to say a couple things. Like on this, so that we can move on past it because, the whole thing isn't about racism. This isn't what like we don't take that stand. We want to have a nice open discussion and make sure it's flowing. So I do want to say a couple things, and then I know these two people both have questions as well. First, I just wanted to say that racism exists, and racism will exist until Jesus Christ comes home. It doesn't matter. Yes, this is not a utopian society. It will always exist. I've been the token black person. I've had racism. I've had KKK things thrown at me. You name it, it's been there. We've all have. If you're black, you are subjected to those things at some point in time. The problem that we see and the things that we have to do as black folks is at some point say, yes, racism exists, but I can move past it. It's not the sum of who I am. I cannot look at all people and say, there's some white folks up here who I know personally are not racist. So all white people are not racist. All black people are not racist, but there are plenty of black racists. In that, we have to move past it in the sense of, and I'm just going to give a brief story and then I'm going to move on. I remember the first time I realized I was the token black person, that I got hired under affirmative action. I remember this like there's no tomorrow. I was probably about 19 years old, and I looked around and I'm like, holy crap, I got hired because I'm black. And at first I was offended, I was like, are you kidding me? Because I was a server, and I had been waitressing since I was 14. And I was like, these people just hired me because I'm black. And I was angry. At that point, I came to a fork in the road. And I could either say, I could do whatever I want, which a lot of people do, because they are never going to fire me because I am black. I can cry racism at every turn of the mile. And I can basically get away with hell up in here. Or, what I decided to do was, I was so angry when they put that racism label on me. It was like, because I was black. I became the best employee those people ever had in their life. And I know that I paved the way for the next black person that came through those doors to apply for that application. I will bet you they did not look at that person as, oh, that's a black person, we need to meet our quota, I'm going to have that person. They said, that other girl, she worked hard, and I worked for them for a long time, and I know, because of course I'm a pretty strong personality, so I had these conversations with them, and I know that they wouldn't do that again. Unless, of course, I know there's government things that you have to do. But I know that I changed a mindset because I didn't play that card. And if I got fired, and again, that's not the only time, but that was, that's just the first time that I remember. We have a choice when we realize, just like when people say to me, oh, colorblind society, oh, I don't see color, get the hell out of here. Yes, you do. You see that you're white, I see that she has blonde hair, he has red hair, he's got black hair. I see that. It's what do I do with that information after I have it? I see that I'm fat, she's thin, she's got, What do I do then with that information now that I have it? And that's the problem that we have to change. And although we will always have murderers, we're always going to have racists, we're always going to have all these people, it's evil. We live in a wicked world, right? So we're always going to have it. But it doesn't mean that we have to own it. It doesn't mean that I have to take that on and say, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and make that a bitterness, a root of bitterness in my heart and continue on. Because what happens is, and what I know, you know, is that when real racism comes, nobody pays attention to it. Because real racism should be dealt with. Or not just racism, just there's a lot of different things just because we were talking about that. But all of these things that are wicked, if we continuously want it, you know, that can't be the sum of, you know, and folks like Howard over there, what I want to say is, you know, that's great. We each have our arm